Hey everyone, my name's Miranda, and welcome to the official island tour for my island, Driftwood. If this is the first video you're seeing from me, for the past year here on YouTube and also over on my Twitch channel, I have been working on decorating my fishing town themed island called Driftwood. I've been working so hard on this island and I am super proud of how it turned out. So I hope you enjoy this tour. Also, in just a second, when I pull up my map, you will see my dream address on the bottom of the screen. It'll also be at the top of the description. So if you would like to follow along while I take you on this tour, join now. Do it now. Let's start off by looking at my map. My villagers are Kiki, Ducker, Shup, Pashmina, Julia, Roswell, Drake, Pippi, Lobo, and Tad. Where we are standing right now is right outside of my airport. And this is my island flag. I did not make it. I will leave a link to a Google Doc with all of the codes of anything I used on my island. So if you see something you like, click on that link. It'll be the entire list. Because I made I made one thing for my island. I am not good at path designing. My airport, if you take a left, you will be at Resident Services. KK is here right now because I'm filming this. Not on a Saturday, but it's a Saturday in the game. And also, right outside of Resident Services, I left some gifts for you guys. There's some outfits in here and some things for you to hold. And so, in case you wanted to dress up and look the part, I've got you covered. Starting at Resident Services, if you come down and take a right, the first thing you will see is my fish stand. This is the first build that I did on this island after I had flattened it and put down all of the street codes. And I still think it is so cute. I love it so much. I will leave a link to the video in the card, and anything that I show that has a video associated with it, I will put it in the card so that way you can go watch. If we go straight up past my fish stand and past Able Sisters, we will get to the museum. I decorated the outside of the museum to look like a little cafe. Because of Brewster's being inside, I thought some seating area would be appropriate. If we walk back down the street, first we will come across Able Sisters. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Able Sisters and Nook Crannies have to be next to each other. They have to be next to each other. It just does not feel right if they are not. So I've put them right here next to each other with a nice little view. Oh god, I'm losing control over my joint. It's actually like a really pretty picture. And right here in front of both of those doors, we have a little antique shop. Stall? I think I called it an antique stall. I needed something to fill in the space in front of Able Sisters, and I thought a little antique stall would be the cutest addition to my town. Before we continue going right, I want to go back to Resident Services and go left past it, because over this way we have a whole street full of little stalls. To the left, the first one we have is a fruit stand with some tarts and fruit baskets and stuff. Over here on the right, we have a music stall. Up here, we have Julia's flower shop. Julia is my only resident who is not in a neighborhood because I wanted to give her a flower shop. And I think it is so cute. I love that whole outdoor store vibe. And then if you keep going up, I added a little book stall over here where you could buy some books or magazines. And then we have the bridge leading over to the back half of my island. Before I go to the back half of my island, I want to show you the beaches. If you go through the opening in the fences to the left of Rented and Surbiton, it is the access to the public beach. To the right over here, we have some surfboards that you could rent out. I mean, I don't really have a place to rent them out over here. They're kind of just free to take, but ignore that. We have some stalls to change in, a place to wash the sand off of you, and also a shower to wash the salt water out of your hair. I don't even know if it's salt water. I just kind of made that up. To the left over here, we have some chairs, and we have boat access for anyone who wants to take their boat out into the ocean. Going up, we have a volleyball net. And past that, we have a spot for a picnic. This actually leads right over to in front of Julia's flower shop. It all connects. And if we go over to the right side of Resident Services again, all the way over to Nook's Cranny, we will come across our first neighborhood. In this neighborhood, we have Pippi, Drake, and Roswell. I wanted their yards. Well, they don't really have yards because they all live on a dock together. But I wanted it to just kind of look like all they do is fish. Because it's a fishing town themed island. I wanted to look like my villagers fish here. If we come over back by Drake's house, and we go through this opening over here on the right, coming down, my dock is over here, where you go on a little cabin tour. And to the left over this way is the campsite. There is a way to go up to the back of my island through here, through this beach, if you follow this path. But the way I decorated my island over by the bridge on the other side of town is like the quote main entrance. So I'm gonna head back over there real quick. Alright. If we go across the bridge and take an immediate right turn, we will head into Shep's Yard. And if we head back up over by the bridge and go up the staircase, to our left, we have a small seating area for the two houses up over in this area, which are Kiki and Snuckers. Oh my god, and Kiki is out. Look at her. I saw a post by Origo Alley that had this kind of vibe between two houses on her island. And when I saw it, I knew I wanted to put my spin on the idea. And I love how it turned out. I think this might be... Tad is a close second, I will say. Tad's house is a close second. But I think this house setup is probably my favorite on the island. If we follow this path down, we come to a cross. If we go up, we have Pashmina's house, and I gave her a farm. And if we head down, we end up in Lobo's yard. I wanted to keep Lobo's yard pretty simple because I wanted him to be in charge of this area over here. This area over here is, surprise, surprise, a fishing dock. I wanted this one to feel a little bit more industrial. I wanted there to be a difference because next to Lobo's house over here, we have some public fishing docks. If you go down through here and to the right, you'll end up in a wheat field. But also, this gives the perfect view of this lake. If we head back over to the path and go straight up to the right of Lobo's house, we have my house. This first side over here, I wanted to create a crafting / storage area. And then if we cross this bridge, we have my actual house. And over here, a small little fishing area just for me. We will get back to my house in just a second, but I have one more area that I need to show you guys. If we go down the ramp and head to the right, and we go up, back here, we have my secret beach. But before that, If you go up the ramp to the right, we have Tan Town. Tan Town is the most recent one I've done, but it honestly is so beautiful. I love how it turned out, and I feel like it was the perfect way to add a little bit more of the town with the road and the sidewalk pathing without it feeling like super city core. And with this road path, the idea is that people would come up here and go down this road. To the right, we have a parking lot with a path code that I created. Very proud of myself for that one. And they can either park here and go inside to get any snacks or drinks that they want, or they can keep going and pull in through here to get to a gas pump and then leave the way they came up. For the house tour, starting in the first room. In this first room, I did half kitchen, half living room. So to the right, no, that's not the right. So to the left, I have my kitchen area with my sink and fridge for cooking food, which I did a lot of because it was so much easier to clear trees that way. And down towards the front, I have a little kitchen table. To the right, I have a little living room setup. I have a couch with the TV over here. And if we turn, I have a little music corner set up in the front over here. If we go into the room over here on the right, we have my bathroom / laundry room. I wanted to have fun with this. I wanted to use a lot of color in here, and so I felt this wallpaper was very appropriate. And if we go to the room over here on the left, we have a patio. Screened in patio 3-season room. I still don't really know what to call it. I wanted this to be kind of like if people are over, this is the room everyone heads to. I really wanted to make it feel cozy, so I added a lot of seating, some games over here. I was watching a certain YouTube video when I was planning this room, which is why there's a ukulele over in the corner. If you know, you know. This wall back here is made using custom design codes and glow-in-the-dark moss wall stickers. I don't remember exactly what they're called, but I love the effect it gives and how it makes the room feel so much more open, which I was going for, so I love it so much. And if we go up the stairs, we will head into the final room, which is my bedroom. To the left over here, I have my actual bedroom with bed and dresser. I kept it pretty simple. I wanted it to feel open and bright. I didn't want it to feel too cluttered. And then to the right over here, I have a little gaming area. I wanted to add in a little computer setup, and this one is way better than my current one. 4 monitors, oh my god, puts me and my 1 monitor to shame. Streaming on Twitch and uploading here on YouTube is the whole reason this island is here, because if it wasn't for this, I would probably still be playing on the first island I ever made. I would just be redoing it. And I wanted to do a little nod to that. If we head back outside, there is one more thing I have to show you. When I was thinking about what I wanted to include into my island, I wanted to have bus stops all around my island. And I was trying to think of a cute way that it could be useful. And so, sneakily, behind this tree back here, if we go into this pipe, it brings us to town. I have a working bus stop on my island. And that is it for my island tour. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And thank you for any support you have given me, whether it was from the day I made this island and uploaded the first video to literally subscribing from my most recent one. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed watching this journey, and I hope you're excited for the next one. If you want to be one of the first people to know about my next island, make sure to go over and follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/mirandapop because I will be streaming me finding my next island and the name and theme reveal. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Comment down below your favorite part of this island tour. And also, if you visit the island, please tweet me pictures. Oh my gosh, or tag me on Instagram or something. I would love to see the areas you think are photo worthy. My username everywhere is mirandapop, so it should be easy to find. Thank you again for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!